It's Friday, and you're watching Fridays with Kris.
Hello, and it's Friday again. Gosh, you can't even just stop beating on stuff, can you?
Hello.
No comment whatsoever.
So everybody is going
Involved in this. Hello.
We're saying hello. We got a full house up in here, and we have more people coming and calls. And matter of fact, what is our phone number, Kat?
Well, first off, hey guys. I hope
That's
your week
Kat.
was great.
That's my sidekick, Kat.
Sidekick extraordinaire. Is that what I am?
Yes.
Cool. Well, call in. Our number is 469-708-8609.
Perfect. So if you want to harass these dudes, ask any questions, talk about yourself, give us something positive, and rub some mojo this way, call in.
Mojo.
Yes.
Rub anything this way.
So let's go ahead and introduce who we have on the show. First of all, I felt like I had to be like, Jack Tasty, because we have Jack Tasty in the house.
Yeah, baby. Jack Tasty.
Woohoo! So we are going to introduce the band first, and then I'm going to introduce my special guest co-host over here. So we're going to go around from here. So
Michael Price?
Excuse me.
What are you?
Excuse me.
I'm going to let you talk now.
I have known Michael Price since my early 20s, and I don't know, that was just last year. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we met 2 years ago. 2 years.
Yes,
We
we
heard
kind of
some
lived in the
stories
same
about that.
apartment complex right after my divorce, but we won't talk about that. So this is
Yeah, I told you those stories.
Bada-bada-bing, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta love
This is,
apartment parties. You meet
Michael
the finest
Price.
people.
All right, so Michael, go ahead and give a shout out to our viewers.
Hello, my name's Michael Price, and play bass with Jack Tasty. Been playing 25, 26 years or so, and I am the greatest thing ever happened to this band.
And so modest
Don't
as
you
well.
love the confidence? It's
Extremely
great.
modest.
No, it's
I-
great.
He's more modest
I
than
was
anybody
kinda
else
expecting
out
a laugh
there.
out of you, so.
Out of the pool.
No, we're in charge here. We got this.
Welcome to Sight and
got you.
Sounds of
Daddy's
Jack
got you.
Tasty.
Okay, so let's try. Sure. 5 seconds. So we have Michael Price.
My name is Dave Irvin. I'm the guitarist for Jack Tasty. Just loving what I'm doing, loving what we're doing. This band's all about who we are and what we do, our original music, and hopefully you'll get to hear some of that today.
Okay, so I have a special co-host. I might as well not skip over him because he is special. We have Lou. Lou, go ahead and give a shout out.
Hi, I'm Lou. My mom says I'm special. I also play with Coilback, and end up popping up everywhere on the internet. So
Lou,
Lou
we've
Morris
only known
here.
you like 30 minutes, and I agree with your mother.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well.
Okay. Yes, you.
Holy
hippie.
free holies. I
Yes.
think that's my channel right there. I can hear myself. Awesome sauce. I'm OC Last. OC, yes. Drums, percussion, vocals,
All around
get up
I'm sorry.
front and
Your
terrorize the
name
people.
again?
OC.
Like OC in the house, like
Like,
seriously?
if you
Out
know
of
Spanish,
control.
just think
Out
of,
of
oh, yes.
control.
OC. Oh, yes.
Okay, so
So is it
OC
spelled
really isn't your name,
OSI?
but that's what you're going
It's-
by.
No,
That's
that's
your
his
stage
name.
name.
That's the name.
Mama
Yes.
didn't name you OC.
No.
Unless your name's Oscar and you really don't want to tell
No,
anybody.
she named him out of control.
Yeah. Ma, why are you treating
She
me
said this
way?
kid's wearing me out.
Yeah, I did that already. She, the only people who know my real name are like cops, lawyers, and my mother. Yeah, so,
Okay, we'll
that's
pass
it.
it on. All
We'll
right,
pass it
OC.
on.
You're
Hey,
OC.
I'm
There'll,
either, and
there'll
I
be
know
some
your name.
call-ins. We're like,
Yeah, somebody's going to call. and just
Dallas
spill
Police
the beans.
Department. I know this guy.
Awesome. Okay, and to your right,
What up? I'm Scott Thorpe, one and only, baby. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas. This is home to me. Been here my whole life. I am a true blue Grove rat.
redneck Texan.
Yeah, buddy.
So we all from Texas, or well, I'm not. I'm like a Yankee, but where are you from, OC?
The beer capital of the world. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ah, so you're a northerner too, little Yankey.
I thought you were going to say Shiner.
Most of my time down in
Do you
the
like-
southern corner of Wisconsin, Kenosha, but, between Chicago and Milwaukee,
And do you like beer and cheese and gyros and Pop.
Yes, he does.
Everything's called
Yes.
pop out there.
Yeah, it was
Drinks the
it was more
beast.
called Sin City back in the day, so it was more the sin that we liked,
And then you moved over here.
to get away from everybody.
Okay. What about you? You born
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, Kansas City.
Another
So
Yankee.
tornadoes.
Yes, Kansas City.
Did you ever see one?
I grew up right next to the stadiums, right next to the bridge. So like Kansas was on one side and Missouri was on the other. So Kansas City, downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
Did you ever see a tornado?
On TV.
So you didn't get blown away?
I'm not putting out that information. I mean, yeah, I probably saw a tornado, but did I ever experience one? No, I never experienced
Did you ever visit Fifth and Vine?
It's been a long time since I've been there, man. Been a long time since
What
I've
is
been
Fifth
there.
and Vine?
Do we want to know what Fifth and
That was a night he had that's flashing back through his head right now. That's why he asked me about that.
All right.
They wrote a song about
And
it.
you are from?
Old school.
Oh God, I'm from everywhere. Well, I was born in Louisiana, and when I was
That
a
explains
young
lot.
pup, we moved to Kentucky. Kind of grew up out in Kentucky for a little while, and my father got transferred off to New York. Lived there about 5 years, and I moved here back in '91.
So you say transfer, you military brat?
No, I personally was in the military. I was in actually during 9/11, but my father he was in the military before I was born. So I know he worked for a large chemical company.
You
that
just couldn't
kept
quit beating on
shipping
stuff
around.
over there.
Hey, can I put that out there? A large chemical company. And
Yeah.
we'll just
That will
let our
remain
minds
unnamed.
wander. We'll just let our minds wander on that one.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. We're waiting on Matt Ferris. He should pop in any moment, like Mary Poppins. Just kidding. So you guys have some music. Let me see. We have to keep dibs on the time. 1 p.m. We have Dave from, is it Gun? Well, that song, matter of fact, was that we heard as we were coming on the show was "If the Wolves Cry" by Gun Slander. We meant to say that and it didn't happen. Oops. A little delay on that. They're calling, well, I think it's him. So he is out of California and he's calling at 1 p.m. Can you be our timekeeper, please?
Very good. I gotcha.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you lovely guys over here have some music you want to play for me.
Sure, we can do a video or we can do unplugged.
I personally want to hear Unplugged because before the show, Mr. over here with the badass cowboy hat started singing.
I know.
boy.
Gave me the goosebumps.
Those vocals,
and
man.
flirting.
And flirting.
So I
yeah.
wanted to tell everybody, by the way, before we start off the show, and I know you guys have heard it, and you guys probably don't care, but I do. So this is a big step for me today because we knew about my horrible haircut in the beginning of January. I was just growing out my hair so long and so beautiful, and this girl actually charged me, didn't even give me my money back. She charged me. And Lachey, the girl that lives with me, decided she was going to fix it, and she did. She gave me long locks, you know. It was a struggle. I don't really suggest extensions and weaves. They're really hard to keep up. But they do break the hair. I can tell you that for a fact because my hair hasn't grown, and I've been popping those vitamins. What is it, biotin and
Biotin.
skin, hair, and nails. You know.
Yeah.
Do you have that
I've been
problem, OC?
Yeah, look
So-
at what colors it grew
I
into.
popped
over
a
there.
lot of hairs there. I popped a lot there, Papa.
So I'm really having issues with my hair because I just don't. I feel like I'm empty, and so like this is natural, y'all. So it was like a big step because I'm like one of those people. I don't want to go out anywhere and I'll hide in a shell. But I came and I'm here.
Did anybody bring any Pro set? You know, we could push it out for you. Just make it go everywhere.
Yeah, Aquanet.
Yeah, let's do a
it.
throwback.
That's it.
Hey, Chris, I just got to
we
make a
will dock in
correction
you
real
up.
quick.
Yeah,
So I'm looking at our pictures that you sent me today, right?
yeah.
And the band that we played that song, it's not Gun Slander.
What is it?
Gun Dacker.
Gun Tacker. I wrote down Gun Slander.
Yeah, they got a really ugly guitar player. That's all we know.
Okay.
Gunsmacker.
He corrected me. He corrected me on the live video.
Did
he?
The rest of the band is
Gun
beautiful.
Dacker.
It's good too.
My apologies, Dave. You can shoot me later.
Yeah, you can
Whoops.
shoot both of us if you want.
Okay, let's go ahead and hear some live music. You can go ahead and pull up like one of their videos and have that ready and in queue.
Cool.
And let's hear some live stuff. I'm ready.
We're going to throw one at you. Before you take off, this is called I Ain't In It For My Health. Mr. Dave brought this song to us. I think he caught a guy on TV, old blues artist.
I woke up one morning and turned on Access TV on early Sunday morning and was sitting there watching this documentary. And if I mentioned his name, you guys would know who it was. But he basically was saying, you know, it's about the music, the passion, the desire. I'm not in it for my health. So I went over to Scott's that day and I go, man, I got a song. We ain't in it for our health. So let's write a song about it.
I like it.
And
I
by
like
the end
it.
of the day, it was laid down and recorded. This is it. So here it is.
Very cool.
You guys ready?
All right, this is acoustic. We are not mic'd up in any way as far as plugged in. So it's raw and live. Let's see what we can do. How bad are we going to mess this up? Muddy river flowing through my soul, seeing places I've never seen before. Thoughts of yesterday, remembering who I am. I see those faces, I see them once again.
You won't see my pain running through my veins.
It's just who I am,
Reaching for the sky, somewhere deep inside.
it's just who I am.
Oh, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health.
oh, whoa,
I'm just in it for myself.
oh, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, boy. Feeling good. A whiskey bottle is hanging around my neck. Cigarettes are choking me to death. Lines on the table and a mirror on the wall. If I could do it again, you know I'd do it all.
You won't see my pain running through my veins.
It's just who I am.
Reaching for the sky, somewhere deep inside.
That is just who I am.
Whoa, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health.
whoa, whoa,
I'm just in it for myself.
whoa, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health.
whoa, yeah.
Oh, whoa, I ain't in it for my health.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm just in it for myself.
whoa, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health.
whoa, yeah.
Yeah. Give me one more verse, boys. Here we go now. Well, all the girls I meet, I had to leave behind. Taking things for granted, all a free ride. Music is my mountain, it's a never-ending climb. And though I had to leave, you're always on my mind.
You won't see my pain running through my veins.
It's just who I am.
Reaching for the sky, somewhere deep inside.
It's just who I am.
Oh, whoa,
I ain't in it for my health. One more time around, boys. Whoa, whoa, I ain't in it for my health. Whoa, whoa, I'm just in it for myself. Whoa, whoa, I ain't in it for my health. Whoa, yeah.
That was amazing.
Kick ass.
Awesome.
Good job, gentlemen.
Yes.
I dig
you.
that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well,
Got some soul behind that.
yeah, it does. I actually have some questions, actually, somewhere around
No,
here.
not the questions.
Not the
Oh,
questions.
here it comes.
Can I have some?
Now that we know what your real name is.
You want-
He needs the iced tea. Would you pass the iced tea, please?
Oh, yes.
Tea, please.
Good
tea.
old Texas tea.
Yes, this is a good old Texas tea, and it's actually in a Jack Tasty
Tasty
band.
band. Yeah, that's
So
cool,
actually,
yeah.
let's go ahead and go right into that. We'll segue right into that. How could people hear your music? Do you sell merch and CDs? Where can they find you? Anyone?
Which corner are you playing at this week?
Which one?
All right, I'll jump on that one. All right. First and foremost, you can get to us from jacktasty.com. That's pretty much the home landing page right there, jacktasty.com. We have Reverb Nation, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. Trying to catch all those social media sites. YouTube is in there. We are trying to put up a finished CD right now. We're in recording. And actually, we're looking for a couple of different studios. So we might want to, if somebody's got a studio and they want to pitch out some places we can go to, we'd love to do that.
Session Works over.
Well, we did some.
Euless is pretty good.
We did we did some stuff. We did 5 originals, put them on Reverb Nation. So there's a basic I guess you'd call it demo out there. But what we're running into is everybody's like, man, you're too great of a band. You need bigger production.
Yeah, full
You know?
production. So we're looking for a studio to go to. We have a home studio, and that gets us a quality demo, and that's what
Yeah.
you'll hear today on our videos. But it's just not that big sound we're looking for. So that's we're shopping right now and looking for somebody
find the
here
right-
local.
Yeah, I'll get you the info for him.
Cool, man.
He's done some good stuff.
Greatly be appreciated.
Is there an area that you would prefer?
No, we're from east of Dallas, Rockwall, Roy City.
Haha,
out in
grew up
there,
Roy
so-
City.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's a
Roy
Roy
City graduate right
yeah.
Oh, man, I knew there was something about you.
Yeah, there's something bound to be something wrong.
But we'll go anywhere. I mean, it don't matter. We'll chase
It's
it.
about the sound. We just want to find that good sound.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
We'll drop names later. You'll know everybody.
I'll have
Most
to-
likely, it's Roy
I know.
City.
I know that there's one that's off of I think Mockingbird. Did y'all ever hear? I don't know what the name of it is. I just know that there's been bands that practice. Are you talking about studio practice?
Yeah, that may be
No, we're talking about a studio
Like
record
recording studio.
for that professional sound. So we leave there with a fully produced album. Not
I think I might have. Do you guys know Alex Gerst?
well, we're thinking more Capitol Records, Mercury Records. That's what we're searching for.
Yeah, you got that name in your book over there, please?
Yeah, baby.
Atlantic, maybe.
No, anybody, seriously, anybody local, a cool studio. We, it's time to ass up the money and get it done. We've been doing it ourselves, and we got a nice little studio that we record in and rehearse in.
Yeah,
but,
it's kinda
we want to
Good enough to get down what you're trying to do at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, great for
Right,
writing.
I think the
and,
biggest problem we've got everything to get it recorded, and it's where our experience kind of lies in the performing and the writing and so on. I think we have enough know-how to get it down on tape and so on. But miking drums is an art.
Oh, yes.
Getting drums mic'd properly is an absolute art. OC, he has.
That's
he
why
has-
you just got to get a drum machine. I mean,
Well,
really, do you
OC
really
has
want to do this
12
all the
kits.
time?
So he has 12 drum kits. So
That ain't happening. That ain't
OC
happening.
shows up one day. He's got those cymbals that look like Swiss cheese, and the next he's bringing some others and stuff. So
Next thing you know, he's playing beer cans.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I
It's
didn't see
coming.
that.
It's coming.
So yeah,
So
we're
what-
really just trying to get that. We
We're
did
trying
our
to get
thing.
that Jack Tasty sound, find our own sound.
Well, I think you guys found it.
That separates us, from everybody else. We're trying
Well,
That
it's
is pretty
in recording.
separated.
In recording, we're one of those bands we love to play live. We enjoy playing live. It's having that connection with the audience, but at the same time having that something product that you can put out there that properly represents you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the biggest thing.
That's what we're running
That's
into.
the biggest thing.
Yeah, it's always trying to capture that live feel, but still on tape. That's
You
the
know
hardest thing to
exactly.
do.
You
Yeah,
know exactly.
yeah.
Hello. There's Matt Ferris in the house. He's gonna.
In the house.
I would say check out Jeff Mount over at Session Works. He's over in Euless. He does everything from old school stuff. He can do tape, still magnetic tape and digital, depending on what you want to do.
Or digital.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big studio set up there, and I've worked with him.
Well,
the days of 2-inch tape.
One thing we're running into is, is we're the musicians, we record it.
Yeah.
And then there's a separate engineer for mixing. And then there's a separate engineer for mastering.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did the same thing with our album. We took it to a guy that masters for Sony, and I'm almost spending as much as mastering. As
Okay,
we did
see, I was
recording.
on the right page. Sony, Capitol, Atlantic, yes. That's where we're going, yes.
But it's a new world for music.
It is.
What's out there and trying to get out and create a fan base. It's a different animal now. Social media is the key. That you have to live and breathe through that. If you can get to the point where you're playing live large shows, you can actually get to some money. But local shows, man, just so you know, people that don't know, you get paid $300 and you drink most of that. So we pretty much pay for our own gigs.
Yeah, if you're doing original music,
difficult.
it's hard to get a
You're
good
lucky to
paycheck
break
out
even.
of it. Yep.
You're lucky to break even. If we're pretty fortunate in everything that we have. We're very blessed in the facility that we practice at and everything, and I won't tell anybody where it's at. But
secret lab.
but you really think about it, all the expenses that come into everything from the gear to the traveling expenses, the rehearsal room, so on and so forth.
Ranch.
What he says is exactly right. You get paid if you got paid $300 and you have 4 guys in the band. Everybody made $75. We know we're drinking 50 of that. 75 in your case.
The bottom line comes. The bottom line.
Well, you guys have your own stuff. So did you guys?
Yes,
I mean, so
yes,
like seriously, did you make this stuff
Yes,
or what?
it's out of Kentucky. Yes. Yeah.
It's out of
You're protecting that bottle.
It's out of
He's like, you
Tennessee.
can put that down now.
yes.
Straight from Tennessee.
Yeah, you can send that back this way.
Whatever. Here, you can hold it for a little while.
Can I rub it?
Chris, hit on it and send it this way.
That's all I wanted you to do. That worked out real
This one's for you.
Kristen, puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass.
All right, now you got me curious. Okay, I gotta see this.
Your face just looked like a
Jack
tomato.
Tasty.
The bottom line is
Is this super unleaded or is this just regular?
No,
No,
Regular.
It put hair in
that's
your
actually
chest.
electric.
the bottom line is we don't want to just be another band. We want to be.
Not bad.
We're looking for a home as far as our sound. We consider ourselves an indie label, independent. I mean, we're not signed. So when you go on a lot of these social media websites, you got to classify yourself.
Yep.
And so are you rock? Are you country? Are you southern rock? Are you alternative? Some of those have a defined genre that you can just snap right into.
Mm-hmm.
We can't seem to find a nice, clean home. We kind of bounce from a
You're kind of
outlaw country,
bluesy.
Are you
country-ish.
outlaw-y?
Yeah,
We've got a couple songs have.
Well, you got to imagine
fun,
everything
you know what I mean?
electrified. It's a totally different feel.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm feeling. Is a lot of like kind of bluesy sort of southern blues country sort of in that range because it's definitely. I mean, I grew up old country. I grew up in Roy City, so I listened to a lot of that. You know.
Yeah, with this long, luscious hair in Roy City.
We got ours stuck up there.
Of all places.
Yeah, how in the world did that work back in the back
It
in the
did
90s?
not. That's why I'm in Dallas now.
I'm going to tell you, I
Get
just
out.
miss my hair.
As soon as I got that diploma, I was out of there. So. Ironically, straight into the Air Force where I lost all the hair and had to bring it back. So.
But it is beautiful.
Hey, I had long hair just before I went in the Army. I know what you're talking about.
So we're going to rub some mojo on that bottle that my hair will now grow.
Right.
Because I'm going to have to deal with this ugly haircut.
Well, if I put hair
until it
on your
grows up.
chest, you can probably get it transplanted.
Maybe.
You're
They have
way too
surgeries for
critical
that
of
now.
yourself.
You are. I think it looks good.
Yeah, you're way too critical.
But
I
you've
think
always known me, even in my 20s. You knew me with long hair.
But it wasn't to your ass crack.
No,
I mean, it
it
was bad below the shoulders.
It was
He
pretty
heard
ass crack.
He heard ass crack and he tuned out.
And speaking
and I
of
was
that,
really skinny back then.
we have a song called. What do you got?
Speaking of ass, here's our next song.
What do you got keyed up over there? The Crow or Downtown?
have a song called Ass Crack. I'll tell you.
To answer your question, The Crow.
Oh, that's an awesome song.
Does
Let's
it
do
mention
it.
ass
Play
cracks?
it.
The Crow, like the Crow.
The crow.
Yeah,
The crow.
like randomly. No.
Like-
Tell me a little bit about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Like
want to tell you
caw-caw.
about. We found a house in Roy City, as a matter of fact. It was a burned down house, and it was only like a couple of walls that was left up as structure. The roof was pretty much missing.
Sounds
And
like
just
Roy City.
These
But it wasn't the roof.
Dude, that's high class living
the
in
roof
Roy
was
City.
on.
right?
Yeah, you
Fire.
must have been in the good neighborhood.
it was gone. It was on fire and it was gone.
We
But
got the aftermath.
yeah, so we found this cool place and we said, let's shoot a video, but it's going to be a little bit dark just because of the structure and what it looks like. And so we had a song called The Crow, and it was a little bit of a dark, deep song. So we said, let's put
Like
this together
dark,
and
as
do it.
in like
Like boob,
deep,
baby.
like oh my god, like dark,
It's-
like
it's-
Now they just,
depressing
they
dark,
just turn off the lights when they
When I-
record.
when I
it.
wrote
or was it dark like in the?
Not
light?
physical light, but in,
Okay.
in,
Yeah,
in
dark.
mental structure.
Okay,
So
yeah.
to me, when I wrote the song, The Crow was a place in your life that we all kind of struggle through sometimes, and things happen to us. You got to do what you got to do to get by, beg, borrow, or steal, whatever that may be.
Did
kinda
you get
become
by
the
with
crow.
some help from your friends?
Yeah, and the Beatles.
Did
You
get,
know everything has to.
did you get high with a little help from your friends?
A few times.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
But we used that, and I wrote the song around that, structured around that crow in that position, and it kind of goes through who you are when you're the crow and the things that happen in your life and get over some of those bad things.
I got a question.
Yeah, come on.
How did you come up with the name Jack Tasty? Were you like eating some barbecue?
Well,
No, there was no
Judging
bar-
on the marketing here, I'm gonna go with.
We were eating something,
Mr.
and it wasn't
Daniel's
anything
product.
you chew.
Well, let me get to this. OC came to us one day and he said, "Hey man, I got this great name for a band, Jack Tasty." And we all looked at him and we went, "Dude, really? Wow, that's the best thing you
Well,
got."
it's better than
Man,
like.
nobody knows genius.
but you
Yeah,
know,
you were ahead of your time at that.
but
Oh, see, we still don't.
but it was one of those things of if you go up north, they say if something's delicious or incredibly good,
It's tasty.
it's Jack Tasty, man.
Jack?
Yeah,
Tasty?
tasty.
Yeah, if it tastes good, looks good,
Freaking Jack Tasty, man.
smells good, that's
Say
Jack
that again.
Tasty,
I'm get all
baby.
excited over here.
Yeah.
Jack
It's
Tasty.
working. It's working. It's working.
so here's another
Really,
side of
I
that.
never heard that, and I'm from up north.
Really? So did you just
No.
make that up?
You made that shit up.
He did.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna
did.
come back. Everybody's like, we don't say that.
He really did. Look, he made that shit up.
Hey yo, listen.
And so,
here.
hey, listen,
Yeah,
Your
you
whole
guys
life has
actually-
been a lie up
And-
to
and
this
so,
point.
you know,
One person at a time, please.
And with
Thank you.
that, we posted it to everybody. We said, hey, give us your names. Give us your names. And I sat there, hundreds. I mean, I know at least 250 at least myself, looking them up, making sure that these names weren't already taken, And sure enough, either they were just really totally ridiculous, they were not our genre of music, or it just wasn't us, And then finally we come down. We actually had maybe a handful of names, and we put them in a bag, and
That's what we pulled out.
then
What was
It almost was
Jack
like a
Ta-
white Christmas.
Jack Tasty actually won.
That
and-
was in
and-
that was in the hat, but we just didn't pull it.
We had
Yeah, what was the
a bunch of
runner-up?
in there, and
That was in the hat.
we did. We had a bunch in there, and we got all of our friends' Facebook and everything involved, and we really kind of took a poll, and we said, "What do y'all like?" And I mean, tell you, Jack Tasty was the most popular one. It's unique. It's got a little bit of a backstory to it.
When you hear it, you don't forget it.
Everybody comes up to us and asks us that very same question. What the,
And
what's the
guys,
name? How did you get it?
gentlemen, who are we? We are the
Jack Tasty.
That's awesome.
Jesus.
You wrote a question for me. Who is the band?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Well, who are we? Who are we about? What brought us together?
What makes you tasty?
What brought you together? Yeah, what brought you together?
Quick. Me and Scott, we'd met previously in the past and did some writing together, and he was in a project at that time, and I was in and out of projects, and I got with this one group. We were looking for a vocalist. It was crazy, and Scott just called me out of the blue one day and said, "Hey, man, I'm not working with them guys anymore. What are you doing?" I said, "Hey, we need a vocalist." Brought him over. Long story short, I said, "Hey, this ain't working. Let's put this together." I went out to a couple clubs, walked up to these guys as they were playing live. I said, "Hey, my name is Dave. please come
And
over.
I looked at him. I said, I don't have any spare change to get the freaking hell away.
You know,
You did not.
I am not carrying cash.
he was a gentleman. He was a gentleman. But I actually went out and found OC. and
Because Mike is a little chatty.
I just started going. I just started going to live venues and looking for great musicians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after they got done, I'd walk up to him and say, "Hey, look, I'm Dave. You know, I'm trying to put this project together. If you'd give me 2 hours of your time on Sunday, see what I'm doing." Got him over there. Got him over there. It was on.
Was it easy like Sunday morning?
It actually was a Sunday morning.
It was a Sunday
rehearse
morning.
on
Yes,
Sunday
we
morning.
rehearse every Sunday morning.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I'm starting to feel a little stalker vibe coming on here.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Jesus,
just
Carrie.
a few couple hours. Now it's from
Okay,
9 to
I'm going to do
We
this.
do. We do every Sunday morning.
about 7.
So how many?
That's our church.
Okay, so I have a few questions.
7
We're going to go ahead and do another acoustic. It's coming up on 12:47. Timekeeper. We okay. So
Should give that little sexy.
when's the next time you're playing?
June 9th.
All you gotta do is say,
Where?
Can you play us another song?
Where
in a couple
June 9th?
minutes.
Where's the place?
playing?
What,
Rag Daddies.
Rag Daddies. That's what it was.
Rag Daddies.
Playing with a few other bands, Crambone, Interact, good. Some of them, some good friends of ours.
Yes,
I'm playing. So come out. Support
Where's
local music.
where's Rack Daddies and what time are you going on?
11 p.m. It's in Dallas.
That narrows it down.
And we've got the House of Blues, correct?
Yep.
The 31st.
May 31st.
The 31st. It's on a Thursday night, but we're waiting to hear back on that one because of the booking. If anybody knows anything about the House of Blues,
We've played the Foundation Room there a couple times. A very cool venue, but it's flat stage. There's not really a
Must
band
be a
setup.
pool.
So
Rack.
Cambridge Room is what we're shooting for.
Yeah, those are always fun when you're singing and the guy that's just right here in front of you while you're trying to sing.
That's live.
I'm
That's
going to
live.
interrupt. So Jack Tasty is playing at Rack Daddies at 17509 Coit Road in Dallas. That is 17509 Coit Road in Dallas. It's Rack Daddies. They're going on at 11 p.m. Be there, be square.
Come for the
I
rack,
like how
stay
she
for the
repeats.
daddies.
And
She
then
sounds
also-
like one of those like lawyers. Call 1-800-642-3413.
And then also-
That's, again,
It's called
1-800-642-3413.
branding, dude. Branding.
then also we're doing. We're really proud of this. We've done it 2 years in a row. It's a benefit we're doing in Terrell. This is our second year doing it.
What kind of benefit for what?
I will.
It's called Christmas in July.
Apparently, the liquor
Who?
fund.
Like,
OC got a while with that, didn't he? Yeah, it's Christmas in July. It's a biker group that puts this on and takes care of some children. Somebody help me with the name of the children's house there. Anybody?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
what was
you
that?
better be sorry.
This is why we can't have
Don't
nice
ever do it
things.
again.
So yeah,
I'm trying to find the
Mike,
address of the place.
Michael,
Bass players,
Michael
bass
can't
players.
keep
I'm
his
trying to find
fingers
the
off of
address of the
stuff.
place,
Norval
and it's just
Chicken-
straight
Children's
porn, You
Home.
know, I mean, sorry.
You just can't keep your fingers off of stuff, dude.
It's the Norville
Touch
You
it.
know Mikey well then.
Center.
All right, I wanted, since we're doing that little break, I wanted to say that I lost a lot of the people that came on earlier. I'm sorry. But I will go on with the people that have joined. David Campbell, hello. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Joey, one of our repeat watchers. Appreciate all of the support. Hi, back. Christopher Hunt, what's up? And of course, Dave Gundacker. What? I just want gunslinger. Just sounds slinger.
No, you said slander.
Slander. I don't know.
I kind of like that name. I think I'm taking
all-
that
Yeah,
one.
I go with Gunslinger.
John Dees. Actually, I got to hang out with him at the guitar show. What up? If you're still on. Sean Eric McQuinn, one of my buddies. Hello. What's up? James Gina DeLuca. I went to school with her, and her brother is actually a musician, trying to get him on the show. Carlos, he said, Jeff Mount rules, and hey, it's Lou. So I guess he knows you.
Lou,
Hi.
you know what to do, Lou.
That's right.
Lou. That should be like a commercial. Derek
Lou
Conway,
show,
we've
what it
had him
do?
on the show before. I want him back. One of my favorite fans, Joe, what's up? And thank you for all of the support. He is
Joe?
awesome. He supports us to the extreme. Michael Bernard, Kyle Dent, and Kevin again. So thank you, and everybody else that I kind of missed in the beginning, because it's sort of, if the video goes off and I have to go back into it, I'll lose all the people. So if you see me fumbling around with my phone, it's because I'm checking the comments.
The people are lost but not forgotten.
Because, yes, I love the people that watch, and you're important.
Cool. And it
Yeah,
is
I-
live radio. This is very cool, being in here and checking it out.
Absolutely.
Kris.
We are the radio of the future.
That's right.
That's great. Awesome.
Hey, Kris.
By the way, thank you for having us in here.
That's
We
the
want
benefit
to.
we're playing.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to give you a big prop and thank you. This is
Yes.
cool to have us in here and
12.
let us do this.
Thank you. 1252. Christmas in July 2018 is the 13th annual fundraiser, July 7th, for a Fern Norville Center. What?
Yeah, it's a children's center.
Okay.
Looking out for the kids that don't have homes.
Okay. It is
About 12
at
kids
the
live there.
Junkyard Dogs MC Clubhouse.
That's a biker gang.
Okay. At 200 South Rockwall Avenue, Terrell, Texas. Is that where you guys are playing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we
And
played it last year. Was great.
was
They
great.
raised.
do we have a time?
All day.
I think it said.
Yeah, but we're going to
Yeah, it
be
doesn't say.
11
I
o'clock.
looked.
okay,
Kris.
then show up at sunrise and
o'clock.
deal with it.
Show up at sunrise and leave when
Dude,
it gets
sunrise. If I don't have my
doesn't work for
coffee,
you?
I'm like the Snickers
Look,
commercial.
look. Here's
Hey,
how,
one person at a time. I'm talking.
here's how we roll. Here's how we roll. We're gonna have espresso machine there for you. We got you covered.
Okay.
Okay,
One
Chris.
person at a time.
Now we know how it ended.
I'm just glad that somebody can control him.
Yeah.
Well, it's honestly,
She has no control. You have no power here.
it's everybody gets their fare of talking, and you don't want to talk over each other because then
I
it
agree.
sounds like a bunch of mumble jumble.
Exactly.
It doesn't make good
bumble
radio.
Jumble.
Score!
But apparently, you
All
get in the
right.
Billboard charts with that.
All right, OC, before we get started on the next song
It is
here,
set, it is 12:53, so we have a call coming in at 1.
Okay.
So I will cut you off.
Yep.
I will cut you.
You are cut off.
I am.
All right.
I'm glad I got him in
And
between.
he has a guitar in his hand.
You want to fight?
Still out of control.
Exactly.
Okay, so we are ready to hear your next acoustic song.
He's already
one-
started it as well.
this was called-
obviously.
He's off
he
and
can't
running.
quit playing. He was doing it at the beginning, too.
Jeez. This
right,
is called
we
My
ready?
Way Home.
Coming to get your love, baby.
Oh, we're changing. Oh, he's gonna switch
Lou
it up on us.
Castillo, you rock. You're one badass chick. I love you. Thank you for watching. And Joe Renna, thank you for watching.
Here we go, boys. Let's go, Mike. Here we go.
All right, kick it in high gear now. Out here on the road too long, working night and day. Boss man pushing me again, just trying to earn my pay. Gonna pack up all my stuff and tell him to go to hell. Find someone to fill my shoes, gonna ring the final bell. Girl, you know I'm missing you. I just wanna get back home. Get you in my loving arms, never more alone. You better get ready, girl, like a day for the prom. I'm a man on a mission. I'm coming to get your love. Coming to get your love. Coming to get your love. This old truck won't drive fast enough. Speeding up on turns. Got the pedal on the floor. Just watch the tires burn. Headlights on my taillight like a blazing fire. Thinking about your sweet love, just holding back desire. Girl, you know I'm missing you. I just wanna get back home. Get you in my loving arms. girl like a day for the prom. I'm a man on a mission. I'm coming to get your love.
Coming.
I'm coming to get your love.
Coming.
I'm coming to get your love. Hey. Yeah, girl, I've been missing you way too long. I can't wait to get home. Get my arms wrapped around you, baby. You know I ain't ever gonna let go. Two more. I've been thinking about you all night long. Yeah, baby. I'm missing you way too much, girl. Here we go. Here I come, girl. I'm coming to get your love, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me get one more, boy. Out here on the road too long, working night and day. Boss man pushing me again. I'm just trying to earn my pay. Gonna pack up all my shit and tell them to go to hell. Find someone to fill my shoes. Gonna ring the final bell. Girl, you know I'm missing you. I just wanna get back home. Get you in my loving arms. Never more wrong. Well, you better get ready, girl, like a day for the prom. 'Cause I'm a man on a mission. I'm coming to get your love.
Coming.
Coming to get your love.
Coming.
I'm coming to get your love. Oh, yeah. Woo! Yeah, baby. All right, boys, shut her down.
Wow, your
Mercy.
music was so vibrant.
Rock that.
And yes, it vibrated and rocked the house and it knocked our cameras down.
That's what we're talking about.
All I heard was Kristen talking about vibrations. That's vibrating and things. I don't know.
How about
Dave,
that?
go ahead and give us about 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and play a video so that Kat can go ahead and get set up and check the cameras.
Well, y'all gotta be breaking stuff.
And I'm going to take a little potty break.
Oh.
Wait,
I'm
hold
telling
on.
everybody on there that too.
Oh boy, that's not TMI. So, anyways, this is the Crow. I hope you guys enjoy.
Awesome.
JackTasty.com.
see the moon and stars. When she gets high and flies away, it hides her scars for one more day. She covers her eyes and darkens her hair. She's always chasing something way out there. She's just a crow with a broken wing. She's just a crow. She can't fly, she can't sing. She's just a crow. A mean old I burn down your house, do it with pleasure. Pour out your blood, it's your soul I treasure. I live on this feeling, I get what I want. I'm just a mean old crow, in your mind I haunt. I'm just a crow with a broken wing. I'm just a crow. I can't fly and I can't sing. I'm just a crow. A mean old crow.
My Way Home. Where are those bums?
How about that one? The Crow, baby. The Crow.
You know, that's one of my favorite songs there, Scott.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, I
Chris
really-
wasn't kidding about when saying that stuff put hair on her. I mean,
She
look
was.
at
She
this.
was.
Wow.
The extensions, they come out.
No, I'm
The
saying,
extensions-
like,
look
look
at
at all
that.
this hair right here.
Yeah,
That's-
it's missing.
little facial hair,
amazing.
too.
In that short time, all that hair fell off.
Exactly. This stuff is
my God.
potent, man.
Yeah. we make it right there in Rockwall,
All right.
Texas.
Well, guess what? We have a caller on the line.
No way.
David, are you there? Maybe?
All right. Well, guess what? We have a.
I hear my feedback.
Does anybody want to swap headphones with me? These are like humongous, and I'm drowning in them.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need, I'll take care of you.
Hello, David?
You can have
We
the meaty
will,
ones.
what's the word? Whatever you need, we will
We will rock you. Is that what it is?
facilitate.
Yeah.
We can
Guys,
facilitate.
we're totally professional. Like, totally professional.
We can facilitate.
You just said like before you said that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm so
Like
totally
total-
like
like-
professional.
like-
I mean, like
totally.
Right.
Anything to keep your hair in.
Gross. Hey, don't ever compare me to a Valley girl again.
I got that.
So, David, are you there?
Dave, Lou.
I am here, yes.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
David. We sure can. Now we can. Sorry, Kris is
I'm
getting
here.
her
Can you guys hear me?
headphones.
these won't stretch. Why won't
not gonna make it.
I am here. I'm having a hard time hearing you guys, but
Well,
Yeah.
It ain't going that way.
sorry. Give us just a moment.
Go back.
yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
Let me get
Sure.
his, and I'll
The
give
cord's
him
too
these.
short. She can't make it.
We are having
Hang on.
chord
You take
difficulties.
It's a Cordigammon.
Okay.
Cordimageddon. That's it.
Is that one a little bit longer?
It's closer to you.
Okay.
It's Jack Tasty.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
This is like
hilarious.
who's on first and what's on second. Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Can I reach it now?
Golly.
I think. Yeah, I don't.
Are you there?
Yeah, a whole bunch of words. We're good.
I knew if the F-bomb came out, it's coming out of your mouth.
Hang on, I'm turning you up. Let's see here.
Okay, so we have Dave on the phone.
I guess it would help if I was in front
Hey,
of him.
Dave. Sorry about that, brother.
Dave, I'm so sorry, dude. I mean, like, I was having chord difficulties
I think
because
she's
I was.
on this one, right? And I'm
Oh,
on
that was
one.
hilarious.
I
can't. Y'all were like playing Twister over there. And
Dave, are you there, brother?
Dave.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm hearing a lot of background noise, though, so I can't really tell who's talking to me.
Okay, so we are focusing all on Dave right now. So if unless you have a question that you might want to ask him, I don't want mute the mics. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry. Hey, Dave, how are
I'm
you?
here. I'm doing great. I'm here in sunny California.
You are in what part of Southern California? What city?
I'm here at San Jose, California,
Oh, I missed that
in
place.
Silicon Valley. I'm actually at my job right now, sneaking in to
Awesome.
make a phone call. Yeah.
So you have a band. Can you go ahead and introduce your band and who's all in it?
Yeah, my name's Dave, and the band's called Gundacker, based here in sunny California. Myself, I'm a guitar player, lead guitarist, songwriter, and I have another guitar player. His name's Paul Keller. Also plays lead, and I have my main singer is Amanda Deek. She is an amazing singer, and I have a drummer named Craig Martin, and I have a bass player whose name's Win the Bass Maiden, and that's the group.
Okay. How did your band get started?
So we started about 6 years ago. We basically, my drummer and I was telling him I had some cool songs we had to record. He got us into a recording studio. That's one of his other bands he was in. And then we started just, putting the band together from that it was kind of our first CD that we came out with probably 3 years ago. So that's kind of how it all jived. And we've been through at least one alteration where we had a new singer, a new keyboard player, until where we are now. Now we have just two guitars, no keyboards, and just drums, bass, and lead singer.
Okay.
That's the current lineup.
How many CDs do you currently have out?
We currently have two CDs out right now on iTunes. One's called Plug Me In. The other one is called Jekyll and Hyde. That's our current one right now.
Oh gosh, did you send me any music with that? Because I didn't get any from the Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde is what I sent Kris. Yeah, I sent her like some YouTubes. Yeah, that's the picture of the album right there, the CD.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she has like about 4 songs off it right now. 3 songs. Yeah,
If there's anything that you can send it, like text message it to me if it's a YouTube link, and I can go ahead and play it. Because we did play when we, in our introduction, we did play. I'll go back. I swear, if the wolves cry, I can't remember things.
By Gunslander.
Yeah. Very cool tune, by the way.
I wanted to change your name.
Really nice album art, too.
Is that Gunslayer?
Yeah, that was actually done in Italy, that album work. A guy actually, I don't know how this happened, but a guy I talked to in Italy, artist, he actually hand drew that and then painted it on top of it. So yeah, it's cool.
That's cool. I like that.
I like your lead singer Amanda's hair. She's got mermaid hair, and I love the blue tips.
Yeah, she's a mermaid, actually. That's true. No, it's kidding.
I love that.
I
love that part.
So
does she waddle on stage?
But I
or-
lost my hair.
I bet you the mermaid has a lot of hair.
You're just going to have to excuse my boys. I mean, they have a sense of humor. I'm sorry if you don't think they're funny.
But we are.
David, are you with us?
Yeah, it was a cool picture.
Okay. I just want to make sure you were with us.
He's like, I'm out.
So, David, how do you deal with when you're changing out like guitar players, keyboards, whatever you were doing there? I know you said you'd move things around a little. When that's been studioed and produced on a CD now, I guess is what they call them, album, whatever.
That newfangled music.
Yeah, how do you deal with that when you're gonna like play that again? Are you trying to recomp that tune for tune, note for note, or you just kind of pick it up from the new guys or new ladies in this case? You just deal with it?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I would say that we lost our lead singer first. That was a huge thing, and we actually had a guy singer, and we switched to a girl singer. That was a pretty drastic change. We ended up having a bad relationship with that gentleman, so we pretty much, almost wiped out playing any of the first CD at all because we didn't want to hear us, think about him when we were playing a song. But I think every time that you do another lineup, it just changes the band. I mean, we have 2 guitar players now. We used to have a keyboard player, guitar player. So anytime that happens, you just have to kind of reform. And this is the band now. This is what we do now. This is how we sound now. So we just kind of move forward with what we have as far as the lineup. We haven't had a lot of changes, but that, we had one CD with one singer and one CD with another singer. That was pretty major for us. But we got lucky. I mean, the girl seems amazing. She can hold notes for like days and sing high as can be. And I really have no limitations on writing melodies that she can't sing. I mean, she can sing anything.
Does she try to cover any of the old stuff at all?
We don't play any of that. No, our first
None
whole
of it
CD,
at all.
a lot of cool songs. Yeah, there was a bad breakup. Let me tell you that part.
I'm sorry. But everything happens for a reason, and you learn from it.
Yeah.
But look what you have now.
Yeah.
And I think she's amazing. I love her voice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I want to hear some more music. So you're going to have to send me something so we can play some more. I did want to ask you, how long has this current band been together with you guys as a whole?
Well, the whole band's been together 6 years. This lineup has probably been together, 2 years now, I believe. We got finished with the Jekyll and Hyde CD, which Amanda sang everything on that, and that's about 2 years of this lineup. This is a really solid lineup. I mean, these guys are really good performers live and really solid. And I thought, I helped produce the CD, and I thought that that we got some great tones out of the studio, and I'm pretty happy with everything that's happening. So you're right, though. You're happy with what you have now. I mean, we were so lucky to find Amanda, and obviously,
absolutely,
it lifted our band level to another level. I thought. So.
Do you have any current gigs, upcoming shows coming up?
We do. We have a gig here in San Jose. It's actually our singer's going out of the country for about 6 weeks on a family vacation. But we're coming back to July 20th. We're playing at a place called Cupertino, Britannia Arms. We got a couple other gigs in September and August as well. We do a lot of local gigs, but we do get lucky enough to do some opening up for some national bands.
Like what was your favorite band that you opened up?
Well, we opened for the Babies. Remember those guys? Back in '78. Yeah, we opened for them. This club called the Ritz. We opened for a guitar player smoking hot named John Five.
Oh my God, John Five is amazing.
He was just in town like a few weeks ago, actually.
He needs to allow me to do copyright and play his stuff on my show because YouTube really hates me for that because every time I try to put some big band on there, they always flag me. But man, it's not that I'm promoting music, and good music for people to listen to. And I don't know, I need to have a serious talk with YouTube. But yeah, I would. Oh my God, I did play John Five, and he's amazing. Oh my God, Rob Zombie's lucky to have him.
Oh my God, he's a smoking hot guitar player. I wish I could get lessons from him when I was at the gig, but I couldn't. But yeah, he was great. Yeah. A good crowd. He was just really entertaining and really impressive.
He's a lot more versatile than people realize too.
So you opened up for John Five.
Oh yeah. We opened for them at the Ritz. Yeah,
at the Ritz. Cool. So what was your favorite? I guess maybe venue that you opened up for?
Well, this band, we we opened for the band called Survivor.
I remember
Back in the
that.
day?
Yeah.
Survivor. Oh my god.
What was the
Eye
song?
of the
What was the
Tiger.
song? The Eye of the
Eye of the
Tiger.
Tiger, yeah.
Yeah.
The lead singer of
Sadly
Survivor is
enough.
now the guy that does Real Men of
Yeah, he
Genius.
does the Real Men of Genius ads, yeah.
How funny.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So what was
Actually,
the?
sadly enough, the one guy died after that gig. It was weird, like the day after. Crazy.
What was the venue?
But that was a big gig for us. What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
What was the venue?
Oh, it was in Morgan Hill, California. Here, it was like it was kind of like a stadium that had like, I don't know, holds about maybe 5,000-6,000 people. Pretty big stage though. I forget the name of the place, but it was kind of like a community center kind of hall with a big band setup. Pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
But we're looking to do more gigs with national bands. So
I mean, if you did
it's a
John
fun
5,
thing.
my God, it should all fall in place for you, and hopefully that it will, because your music is amazing, and to be able to be with a headlining band, they would be lucky to have you.
Yeah, how are you
Oh,
booking
thanks
that,
so much,
brother?
and I appreciate that.
How are you booking those national
Appreciate
bands?
that about the music.
'Cause as far as a
How do we-
band guy
how do we
here,
book 'em?
yeah, because we're getting local stuff, and you got to put out what you can. We're our own manager and producer here. It's tough to reach out to a big time band to say, hey,
we got
wanna
lucky a couple times. The first gig was put together by a friend that we know. He helped get the babies into this club. So some of it's just a matter of connections and who you know, and
Cool.
It's
And
who
where
you
you're
know,
playing
not
and if
what
they
you
like you.
know.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
that's really true.
Who inspired you to write the songs, and how did you make that happen?
Okay, well, basically, it's always like you're practicing guitar, and all of a sudden you play some lick, and all of a sudden, well, that was cool, and then all of a sudden you start building a song off it. That's kind of how it works for me. And then I like to write stories, things like themes, like Jekyll and Hyde's all about Jekyll and Hyde and a kind of a modern twist on it. If the Wolf Cries, I grew up in Alaska, so that's kind of a story about going out camping, getting kind of soloed out, and all of a sudden you're scared because a bunch of wolves are chasing you. So I do a lot of that. Right now I have a song that's we just wrote it. We just got it done. It's called Mistress of the Nile. It's about Cleopatra.
Yes, I was going to say, yes.
It's a weird, so we're writing songs about, really cool topics and stuff. And it's all about a theme. That song has a certain theme. This song is a kind of Zeppelin-y vibe, kind of semi-Egyptian sounding. Mm-hmm. And that's a theme for this song. And it just works out really good.
Very, very, very.
So that's what I think about.
And I always encourage that with all my friends that are musicians, is that when you play and you play on stage, you want to make it like you're like in theater. It's like an acting gig almost. People don't want to just see you just sing on stage and be blah blah blah. There has to be like some kind of theme, something catchy, something that they're going to relate to when you sing it, and basically making it a performance on stage, not just a singing performance. Do you agree?
Gotcha.
I totally agree.
I think that when you're playing your song, one thing about playing your own songs is that you love them, and that you have a lot of feel and vibe into the song and the solos. You're feeling the solo. People like to watch you feel a solo and really, perform it versus just kind of going through the ropes kind of thing. I think that's a big, huge thing. People like to watch you make faces while you're playing and, just getting into it yourself. And people get off on that. And that's how bands do well live. Are they into the music? Are they playing it like they really care and they're really putting the feel into it? That's kind of what we do. That's what we work on for sure. So, especially for guitar players,
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice to see a guy who can kind of burn, but also can kind of play with some melody.
So are you guys on Spotify and all the regular media outlets that music's on now?
Yes, we have, we have Reverb Nation, like you guys were saying. We have, we're on iTunes, all the media channels for outlets for buying songs and your CD. We're on Spotify. We're on all those things, and we also have our own Facebook page, which is under Gundacker Project. We were the project for the beginning. We were Gundacker Project. We switched over when Amanda came here, and we became just Gundacker.
It's no longer a project. It was final.
No longer a project. We were actually in a band. And people said it was a cool name, so I agreed. So
How did you come up with the name?
Well, I started the band myself back in the day, and it was me who I write all the songs, or I write. I kind of bring them into practice anyway, right? So they're not, they become the band song. But I kind of go home and start the project out, right? I'm singing some melodies, I'm writing some words down. I get with Amanda, she helps write some words, make some melodies. Get with the drummer, he kind of helps coordinate the situation. And then we put, we get it into a real band song. People start putting their input, they're playing ideas. So even though, I write a lot of the song, I think that the band makes it theirs, really. That's what it comes down to. I give all the band credit for writing. We have developed a sound because of it, I think, and that's kind of the key thing is the band. Some people don't like to play other people's songs, right? So you have people in the band that think this is like a cover band. That's not good. I want everybody to be involved and have their thing. That's how I think of it.
Yeah, everybody kind of contributes their part to it.
It helps to have eye candy.
Yeah, absolutely. So what plans do you have for the band in the future?
Well, the current thing we're doing, the song called Monster Underneath My Bed is kind of a brand new single for us.
The Monster Underneath My Bed?
Yeah.
Was that something like creepy, like you were trying to like scare kids or what?
Pretty much.
That was okay. You sent me that
No,
song?
It's a fun, happy song.
It will.
You sent me that song?
No, it's kind of I did, actually, yeah. That's just, I don't have a link for it. It's just the actual MP3.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, El Cabong.
Can you go ahead and send that to me real quick on my cell phone? Because we'll go ahead and play that with you on the phone.
Yeah, I don't have it on my phone right now. I'm at work with my computer, but I think I sent it to Kris yesterday. It was on one of the songs I sent, was the first one I sent. So you might have it already. But anyway, this song is a cool song. It's a scary kind of song. It starts with some lightning, thunder, and we're making a video of it right now. We got some kids acting in it. It's going to be really cool. Should be out in the next couple of weeks. That's our first goal, and then other than that, getting more gigs around national bands. That's key. Do you see that? You have that song?
I'm looking. Hang on just a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I am looking.
We'd love to play in Dallas, by the way. If you guys have any gigs, want to stick us on, let me know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So, what do you have any plans for Dallas?
Not yet, actually. We're trying to go to LA and Sacramento. Those are, 4 or 5 hour drives for us, and we're starting to get a little bit more, more momentum, I should say.
Got to say, LA's a little bit further from San Jose than 4 hours.
Yeah, that'd be driving fast, right? I would say 5 or 6 hours, probably. LA.
Did you send it? Did you send it to Fridays with Kris, or did you send it with the other email that I had?
Oh no, I sent it to Kris. I sent it to Kris's personal page.
Okay, so you sent it to my Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook. It's on Facebook.
Okay, hang on just a
Yeah, I
second.
lived in Monterey for a little while.
Just to let you know, I got a kind of a hard stop at 8, in about 5 minutes. I'm still at work and I have to do a work meeting.
You letting the man get you down.
The man.
Oh, you know what? Because you sent it to you sent it yesterday, right?
I sent it to
You sent it with Fridays with Kris.
Kristen. Oh no, I sent it to Kristen's personal thing. It's on here.
Okay, hang on.
Hold on, probably.
I want to say that you sent it to the other page, and I'm having a hard time.
Just start humming the melody right now, and we're just going to go from there.
Actually, it's too high for me, but
Oh wait! You did okay. Here it is. Let me see. No.
Yeah, that's my that's our favorite new song. I think the band did a great job recording it. And
is it on YouTube or anything?
No, actually, I'm waiting for the video to send it out. I don't want to send it out before the video comes out.
Oh, you don't have the audio anywhere?
Okay, so
I don't have it anywhere that, Kris has it. I don't.
Yeah, if he sent it here, how do I get to my messages?
Press that button.
Is that some deliverance activity right there?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay, I think I may have found it. You sent it to Fridays with Kris, because I did. Yeah. Okay. And I just I had a hard time getting to the actual message part. So the song that you were talking about is, I don't have the link. Okay.
What was the title again?
He said monster under my
Oh
bed,
yeah, that's
but
right. Your mom's under my bed.
Yeah.
there was Penny from the Wishing Well, but there was also
see
is that the Jekyll and Hyde one?
There's Jekyll and Hyde.
Thanks for the pics, Dave.
Yeah, I sent like 3 YouTube ones, and I sent the one just the MP3.
Be healed, child.
For the one that was the monster under my bed.
If it's MP3, it might have went to your
Let's see
email. I
here.
don't know if you can send straight MP3.
It's actually
through,
the first one I sent. It's just an MP3, and it's at the beginning.
It might be in your email.
Yeah, but I
At the
remember when I
beginning.
told you that I wasn't getting any of your stuff. It was coming up blank, and then I have the Penny from the Wishing Well, and I have Jekyll and Hyde. I don't have a link
Okay.
for the monster as it's brand new, and then you have If
Yeah.
the Wolf Cries. So I'm gonna go ahead and play
Right, If the
this.
Wolf Cries.
I'm gonna just play the Jekyll and Hyde. So
Which one?
The Jekyll and Hyde. But if you can send that MP3, if you could like email it to me or send it through text message
Yeah.
another time,
Okay.
I'll play it on the show for you.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So I'm
Yeah, I
gonna,
appreciate having us on this, by the way. It's very cool.
Hey, brother. Also,
How did you,
Jack
how did
Tasty
you
here.
find our music?
If you get something hooked up in Cali, same as you want to do here in Dallas, we'll be glad to connect with you. I got some hookups at House of Blues, and if we pull a good show there, I'll give you a ring, man. We'll make something happen.
That'd be awesome, man. I'm trying to hook up a cool. We have a gig called the Ritz Club, which is really cool, and that's a place that you want to play. It's holds about 500 people.
Cool.
Which is not big, but it's a real classy place.
Cool. We got a
And they're
Cambridge
getting
room.
more and more national bands.
Cool. There's also we got a connection. He books Dallas House of Blues. He's also connected to L.A. House of Blues. He books the
I
same
sent it to
gig,
you.
so we can connect there as well, man. So maybe meet in the middle. You
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to play that place.
okay, so I went ahead and sent it to her, to my engineer and my sidekick, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Sorry, give me just a minute, and I'll pull that up.
So what's your Facebook page again?
It's facebook.com/Gundecker Project.
Gundecker Project.
So where can people find your music? You said Reverb Nation, iTunes. Do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yeah, that's what he just said. Was the
Yes, we
Facebook
do.
page.
Yeah. So we have facebook.com at Gundecker Project, all one word.
Oh, okay.
That's our Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess because you said
We do have a couple songs on that as well. I mean, again, like I'm waiting for the new video to come out for the other songs. Anyway, I have to run right now. I got a meeting I got to go to, but I really appreciate you, Chris, and it's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, same here,
Yeah,
brother.
it's good hearing from you.
we're gonna go ahead
In
and
Dallas.
we're gonna play that Jekyll and Hyde song. So that's what we're gonna end your call with that. And thank you for
That's
calling
my
in.
favorite guitar solo, by the way.
Oh, awesome!
That's my coolest guitar solo I ever played on a CD.
Oh
It's on
God, I can't
Jekyll
wait!
and Hyde, I think.
I can't wait to hear it.
Randy
You-
Rhodes like a little bit.
Dave, thank you for calling. You have a awesome weekend and an awesome day.
Rock on.
Thank you for changing people's lives with your wonderful music. I'm sorry,
All right,
I got
well, thank you so much,
I've got a
everybody.
rowdy
I'll
crowd
be
here
talking again
today.
soon.
All right,
Keep it going.
All right.
all right, bye bye.
All right. See you guys.
See you.
All right,
All right,
Dave.
bye.
Good luck.
So we're gonna
All right,
play
bye.
that Jekyll and Hyde song. Did you go ahead and get it?
I sure did.
And then I sent you "Lose Ace of Spades," which
We're gonna do the
we'll
cover
kind of
song?
we'll
All
end that towards the end. We have Matt Ferris, and he's going to play something live right after.
Awesome. Here we
Okay.
go.
All right, Matt.
You tell me, Levi.
In the fog of a London town, people scared, the beast struck down. There was a
lay this one for you guys in. You might know this one. It's a song about a card player, I think. Go ahead, Andrew.
You like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. The pleasure is to play, it makes no difference what you say. I don't share your creed, the only card I need is the ace of spades, the ace of spades. Playing for the high one, dancing with the devil, going with the flow, it's all the same to me. Never or never, nigga, I'm watching you. Cover up the sweat, come on, take a sweat, it's the ace of spades, the ace of spades. Y'all know this is wrong. Now I'm born to lose. Accept that this for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. Ain't no focus to Joker. Playing up the ante, I know you want to see me. We up and weak, the dead man's hands is here. See it in your eyes, take one look inside. Only thing I need, you know it's gonna be the ace of spades, the ace of spades.
All right. I think a few of y'all know that one.
And we are back.
I feel like I know that
Let's
guy from
drown
somewhere.
out the outside. Y'all.
Let him have it.
I do odd time.
Children.
Hello. What is it?
If I be,
I'm sorry, boys, not guys.
if I,
Boys. I know there's a lot of excitement here and all. Okay.
Oh, so
right.
you got it? You need me to bring out the whip again?
Yes, bring it up.
I would have brought mine.
Watch out.
I knew I was missing something.
Is it supposed to be a punishment, or are they
wanna-
supposed to like it?
I want to say that was Lou. That was actually a cover tune. Yes, Lou, my
Yes.
co-host today with the
Lou,
lovely
you
hair.
know what to do.
Yes,
right.
Lou, I'm going to braid your hair.
Good stuff,
All
man.
right.
Good stuff, man.
Are we showing pictures of Lou? Cat or engineer?
I can stand real still for a second. if
Yes,
you want.
ma'am. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Who's that girl?
It's. Hold on.
I've
Let me
seen
show
you
you.
before. Was she up at the other studio before?
She was indeed. This is
Yes,
Diane.
and she was with somebody else. Diane, what?
Jansen. They did the midday show together.
Maybe
Do you remember that?
I,
It was before an Acho show. It was on Fridays from 12 to 2.
Oh wow!
I just want to say, just remember, this bottle started with stuff.
I
in
know,
it,
that
so
was
this could
crazy.
be the
It's already
explanation for a
gone.
lot of things going on.
Let's
right
let's
now.
go ahead and post those or show those pictures of Lou.
Cool, you got it.
But that
Absolutely.
was a cover tune of Ace and Ace of Spades by Motorhead.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Lemmy.
peace, Lemmy. And he also has his original music. And which one did you want us to play? That
I
we're
think
gonna
she's
end
going
on?
to queue up Vengeance Served, which is one of our brand new ones that we're about to record for the next album.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to end on that. And I wanted to, thank everyone from.
Oh, and the
eating their
band is Coilback, by the way. It's not just the Lou Morris band because those guys will protest that real quick.
I brought snacks for the boys. Gosh, OC, you have like so many like little toys, skulls that you're smacking in front of me, which I love skulls.
Everything. He is.
And we'll talk about this
It's all-
trash you have here, like in a redneck's yard.
We'll get into that.
Movie props.
It's part of being percussion.
What packaging?
Of the snacks.
Oh, sweet and salty.
Hey, speaking of snacks. Speaking of snacks.
And Michael like Dem's nuts in his mouth.
And Rockwall.
Yeah, does anybody need a nut sack?
No, guys, seriously,
Mute
guys.
their mics.
I know. Dude, no, seriously.
Cat.
I'm like Mike's muted in 10. Okay, there we go. Guys,
Look at-
segueing from snacks. I got to show y'all something.
Snacks, that's right. Look, they got ADD or some
Snacks
shit
are
like that.
delicious.
It's
What do you want?
it's
Come here.
Is that a baby eating snacks?
it's a baby eating a snack. Because she wants a snack.
Come here and tell me what you want.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm done with my pettiness. I'm done. Continue on with your life.
Jesus, loud in there.
Kids.
Oh, that's totally cute. Look at that.
Kids.
Little, oh,
Hey,
Dem's,
Matt, what kind of music you play, brother?
Dem's nuts.
What do you call it?
Well, hang on. Let me introduce him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys are just jumping the freaking gun like a
Hey,
like a bunch of kids in a freaking candy store. Okay.
Yeah, you sure you
That's
want to
us.
give them more candy?
should
She
see us
muted.
at
She muted
practice.
the mics on some of y'all. Okay, so, well, this is Matt. I know him by Matt, but he goes and his stage name is Levi Matthews. Okay, can you talk into your mic? Make sure it works.
See if she muted him or not. Hang on, I'll go unmute him real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, Lou knows the soundboard over there, so he's going to help us out.
wow. We have no control. There's no engineer. Mics are open. Say anything you want, guys. Anything you want. They can't even shut us off right now. There is no mute button. It's a free-for-all. I'm
Scott.
just messing with you, Christian.
Mute. Mute.
I guess that's one way.
Oh,
of
see,
doing
chill.
it.
Chill. I don't hear him. No.
Right there. You've got to take your mouth off the ball, boy.
Nope. 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 Still not there.
Cat, I need Matt's mic on.
She needs help right now. Immediately.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
Oh, he's on. We just got it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We're gonna need that mic right there. We got too much out.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. This is
Are we good? Can we hear you?
Hello.
Whoa. Guys, y'all are just breaking everything today.
hold on.
As I cut the eye over to you.
I know OC is
You got it?
a little excited when he plays his drums.
Yes, sir. Levi.
He vibrates our table, and it gives me some sort of enjoyment.
I was in the auto industry for like 15 years, and so like I went back into it at the Ford store.
Okay. Say
And so
check. Can we
it's the first
hear
time I've
you?
ever gone by Levi like out there, but it's marketing. People remember it easier.
Yep,
You know?
we can hear him now.
Can you hear me
He's
now?
good to go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Should I get closer?
No.
Hey, la, 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 la.
I think
La la la
you're
la
good.
la la la.
Check,
Can you hear the sustain?
Does it work?
Yep. He's
Okay.
on.
Check.
I want to
I
put
got
that and suck it up to his acoustic guitar.
Put it on my big 10-inch.
So tell me about Levi. Tell me about this guitar.
Well, this guitar right here is Jamie Bahala's. If anybody knows Jamie Valhalla, he's a great person for one, and phenomenal musician. Has a great. Yeah, that's fine. Him and Tin Man Travis kind of were my mentors when I first started coming down to Deep Ellum about a year ago. And so I've known Jamie, met him through Tin Man. Tin Man's probably, I think, the best original act in Deep Ellum right now. Travis, and Tin and Tonic. So anyways, this is Jamie Valhalla's guitar. And so I was like, dude, it's a Buck Owens. It's the USA, so come on. I thought it would be good. Buck Owens, USA, Buck Owens guitar.
Buck Owens, come on.
And so he let me use his guitar just because I think it's very cool.
Well,
and I love the USA.
Cool. All right. So show me what you got, Levi.
So this is called the Tide.
Matthews.
Nope. No. Please, no. Tide. This is my letter to the world that never wrote me before. The simple news that nature told all along in her majesty. Tide rises and the tide falls, and through the darkness, yeah, the curlew calls. And with those waves in her soft white hands, he faced the footprints all in the sand. Go ahead. On the A. No. This is my first year. This is my letter to that girl. She never saw me here before. She saw that love grow in her eyes. She did not even know why. Tide rises and the tide falls, and through the darkness, yeah, the curlew calls, and through those waves in the soft white hands, he faced footprints all in the sand. What a fine way, yeah, to shatter. What a fine way, yeah, to shatter. Look at me, it's you that really matter. What a fine, fine way, yeah, to shatter. There it was.
That is awesome. So, what was the name of that song?
That's called the Tide.
The Tide. You said it in the beginning.
The tide rises. The tide rises and falls.
It does. It's just like the waves kiss the shore and comes back for more.
For sure. You know, it is. Yeah, it's a really. My little sister Rebecca wrote the words to it.
Okay.
So that was a long time ago that I found these words that she wrote, and so I kind of put them together with a guy that I wrote music with back in quite some time ago, and so then I kind of changed the chords up once I started learning more guitar. I've been playing the guitar for about 4.5 years.
Okay.
So I grew up playing the drums. I was a Pentecostal preacher's kid. So we used to play the drums. We played the drums in my dad's church. And
Matt, you played the drums, really?
that's what I grew up playing, yeah.
Oh no, you're
Man,
really
you know what?
That's why I said
That song craves percussion.
I love the drums. It's so physical to begin with, and it's so we were also missionaries. So I think where I had an affinity for that was we went to South Africa when I was 2, and so we were there from 2 to 4. And so that's where I think, the rhythm aspect kind of intrigued me. But my dad had a band called David and the Giants out at his church, and they were kind of a rock band. I remember the drummer was getting down. And I was like, that's David and the Giants, yes, sir. They're a Christian rock band, long time. They're a Christian rock band. That was back in the 70s when Res Band, you had Petra. Res Band was kind of a really rock kind of band, and actually the harmonica players, like in the blues, Hall of Fame and regular blues Hall of Fame.
So was someone in David and the Giants that had anything to do with the band Kansas?
I don't know. You know what? I think so. I think they
You wanna
did.
Google that?
I think they did. Yeah, dude.
Hang on.
Dude. And you know what? That was. I remember sitting right in my dad's place where you pray, the altar. And,
Altar.
That praying spot.
that praying spot, And I remember looking up, and the drummer was getting down. I was like, "Yeah, that's what I want to do."
It was.
Down
What was the
yonder
name?
in the praying spot.
Hang on a second. What was the name of the band?
David and the Giants.
Just Google David and the Giants and the band Kansas.
Time for some Wikipedia.
But so I was always around music.
There is Google Meister.
Then I
I
got
have
married and
my
had
own
4
words.
kids, and so I pretty much gave up music for about 15 years. Worked in the auto industry, and then when my lovely wife decided to, not be so lovely.
Be nice.
Yeah. So
Be
when we started,
nice.
potentially going our own separate ways. The first incident was a flat iron. That's
artistic difference.
Flat iron to the chest. That'll make you kind of rethink your marriage. Bam.
So, are we asking about the location, like Kansas, or the band?
The band Kansas. We want to know if anybody from the Giants, whatever that was, because I already forgot it. There was anybody that was in connection with the band Kansas.
It doesn't look like it.
So I started sitting in my guest room and had just started playing when I'd get home from work, and just got back into it.
And it's a total release, isn't
It
it?
is, and I always wanted to play the
How
guitar.
does it make you feel?
Great.
Does it make you smile?
It does, yeah.
Dave was
Yes, it is.
Kansas
It
City.
really- in some of these songs, like a song that I wrote, the first song I really wrote about
Yes.
myself was about our breakup, and that's called "Face of Love," and so that's the one that I first
But
wrote.
those are depressing.
I know, what they're about. They're not about depressing. What it's about is that you're in those moments, and that there's a better way. I think you still be happy. It's about forgiveness. No matter what, forgiven.
Need some peppy
As
blues
long as you
songs.
didn't call her a whore,
Yeah.
a
I want to make you
slut,
cry, but in a good way, maybe.
stuff,
You know what I mean?
Because some people get really angry in their breakup songs, and you can feel that angry energy, and that doesn't
You can.
feel good.
You can. You're right. And when I would play, that's one of the few songs because I wrote that from a very personal spot. And it was hard for me to play that out at times. But it would be the one that people would come up and say, "Hey, man, that meant something to me." You know what I mean? So
Heard
you're
that.
right. Huh?
We have background noise.
Well, I'm glad I don't have headphones on because all I can hear is me talking.
Good. I'm glad.
That's all I can hear.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay. Okay. But so did it help you heal through your divorce? Yes or no?
Of course. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, that's where some of the songs stem from, and that's what really kept me not depressed. I have addictive personality, of course. And so for me, I finally found something I can channel that addiction to, and channel that.
Your addiction is music.
You might as well face it. You're addicted to love.
I am. Yeah.
With all these
Yes.
corny
That's
ass
okay as long as
song
I have those chicks
references
dancing in the
today.
background.
But
If I got those chicks dancing, we're good.
you know that's
Music day.
but that's me. I love.
Oh man,
I just.
it's just like one after the next.
I know.
All
it's
these
just-
zingers coming out.
You got it. And YouTube.
My mama raised me to be a simple man.
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I sing that song to my son, but YouTube sucks because I would totally
Play it.
But you know what? I think we can play like 30 seconds of stuff.
Yeah, and like maybe like talk over it a little bit, or
Yeah.
just do that the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
That's
We got a bunch of joke meisters over here that won't shut up.
That sounds tasty. Jack Tasty.
Jack Tasty.
it.
Matter of fact, mute the mics. If I say mute it, mute it.
All right, you got it. I did it earlier. I don't know if you noticed, but these guys over here, they were getting in some trouble.
Yeah, got a little
God,
spanking.
yep,
Just
put in
if it
timeout.
gets too like chaotic, mute it.
you got it.
Okay?
Everybody,
right.
even you.
Dead air. That's all we need.
No, we don't need dead air. We just don't want so much.
Stare awkwardly
Yes.
into a camera.
We want to have some rhyme and reason. We want to hear your opinions. What are you doing? Are
Sounds like a daycare.
He's bribing the engineer.
Hey, I'll take it.
Still
if,
muting
if,
your
it, if
mics.
it was less busy, I think, and if people just, when somebody starts talking, the other one stops, and then if somebody wants to jump in, but the other one stops, you know what I mean?
The problem, right?
Yeah, like I said, that started
Be
with
more of a
content.
listener.
Yeah,
than
he's
a
holding
talker.
up the problem right now. I mean, it was halfway full when they got here.
I know that whiskey probably makes your clothes fall off and your mouth go to town.
All open.
But Lou, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
They're
How
paying
does music
attention.
make you feel, and how has that affected you in your personal life?
Well, I mean, I've had music pretty much my whole time. It gives me a nice tingly feeling most of the time. But
Does it tingle your toes?
Where does it tingle at? Where does it tingle? Does it tangle?
It tingles in the taintle. And
in the
so it's one of those that no, I mean it's I like it for the expression
Does
and
it
it's
sound like that?
like he was saying, it's good sometimes, especially somebody like you got something trapped in there. You know, it's kind of like emotional constipation. That's the laxative.
My
It's
God.
probably a horrible comparison, but that's music is my X-Lax.
They were trapped in there.
So
right,
okay,
you're right.
OC's
Something
about
out
to come
here.
out of his skin if he doesn't say something in the next 30 seconds. So I will give
He's
you
a
something
drummer.
to talk
He's-
about. What is up with your hooker trash?
That's
I'm glad you asked.
that's
That's
food
music.
for thought.
Oh, that's not.
It's coming. It's coming.
Musical hooker trash.
But we'll
Those are
wait
pretty
till.
colors.
Look at this is all
Hey,
about
matches the
Matt,
guitar.
Chris. Chris, this is all about Matt.
Get ready.
Let's give him
Can we
some
sing a
due,
Christmas
okay?
song with those tambourines? And those remind me of the old days of church. You'd always have the guy sitting up at the front, and he didn't know time, and he'd be banging away at the tambourine. You know what I mean?
When in doubt, go to
3-3,
tambourine.
Go to the tambourine.
So, Kristen, I got
If that
some
fills a
bad
triangle.
news. I got fired the other day, and I'm looking for a job right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find a place I got to pay some bills, and I need somewhere to go. And my boss called me in the office, and he said, "Scotty boy, you got to go somewhere else and get your shit together. You can't do that here no more." It was kind of like this. We was
What were you
drinking and
doing?
doing this, and I said, "That's me, man. That's who I am. That's what I do. That's who we are." And so I got real mad when he said it, and so I stood right up. And I looked him
he said,
right dead
"Praise
square in the eye, and I said, "Hey, boss man, I stay out late and party all night long. Drink too much, I might hit the ball. I like to rock and roll and dance all night. Make sweet love, I like to cuss and fight. But one thing for sure, and that's I prove you better. I will never get my shit together." Oh, yeah. Woo. Hey. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna play like a full song, so it just segued into that. So what's up with this hooker trash?
Well, that leads to my little second area here. So now I've lost my job, and I ain't got a job. So I got to go home, and I got to tell my wife, hey, baby, I ain't got no job.
Oh, come on, Scott.
You're gonna have to bring home the bacon.
That's right. And so she got real mad.
Yeah.
She was cussing and screaming, and so she started chasing me around the house, and she was throwing stuff everywhere. Oh, yeah. It was all breaking and crashing, and I couldn't control it no more. Yeah. And she sent me out of the house, and she threw all my clothes out in the front yard.
Did she burn them?
Yeah, and she lit a match, and she set everything on fire. And so I scooped up what I could, and I took off running. And before I got too far away, I turned back around, and I yelled back at the house, hey, woman!
I think you better talk to her a little bit louder there, Scott.
I said, hey, woman!
Say what?
I said, hey, woman! I like to stay out late and party all night long. I like to drink too much. I'm not here the bong. I like to rock and roll and dance all night. Make sweet love. I like to cuss and fight. One thing for sure, and that's I prove you better. I will never get my shit together.
Because she's not gonna change you.
Yeah.
All right.
We can keep that one going for a while, but we'll settle
Keep that
right
one
there.
going all night long.
Thank you very much. I need to get that out of my system. Oh, what? I told you we had to get this out of our system. Don't be talking to me like that. Okay.
Alien.
Yeah, Levi didn't like those little freaking skull shakers you had.
I'm back. Thank you.
He went to church, I can tell.
Yeah.
He grew up in church.
Hallelujah. Jesus.
He went to the
You
praying
have to have a
spot.
shaker and tambourine. don't
Did you go to the temple? Woo-wee. Well, that was the Jack
real fundamental
Tasty
Baptist. Now he's
Band.
losing
Okay,
control.
I'm talking because I'm about to reintroduce
The muting of the
That's not talking.
night.
That's shaking. That's shaking your money maker.
Well, you're shaking your ass.
Yeah,
Show me what
but
you're
that's his
working
money
with.
maker right there. See, it makes him money. Get it? His money maker. Shaking his money makes me money.
Oh, yeah. So, once again, Mike just exited the building because he thought he was Elvis for a minute.
Whatever much lemonade.
We have the Jack Tasty Band. Can you go ahead? Can we go ahead and I'm looking at you, so I'm going to ask you. So we have one person at a time speaking.
Man in the black hat. This is for you.
The man in the black hat, which is going to be Dave.
Yes.
Smokin' Dave. Okay, Smokin' Dave. That's your nickname because I nickname everybody. Okay,
I've
Smokin'
had that
Dave.
nickname before.
What is the website? Do you have a website or Facebook?
Let's go to Scott on that.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we'll make the ends. So we have
I got
Mike.
a card for you here.
We
that has
have
that info.
Dave. One at a time. Mike,
I'm trained really well. I just play guitar.
and we're putting up their pictures, right? Mike, Dave, OC in the house, and we have Scott. Scott, how can they get in touch with you if they want to book you? Where's your Facebook?
All right. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for having us on here. We greatly appreciate it once again. Very cool of you to have us in the studio and let us raise hell in here and be who we are.
Raise hell, yeah, that's an understatement. Yep,
We greatly
sure
appreciate
did.
it. I know you said if we get a chance we can come back. Hope we didn't burn that bridge, but
No, we'll just make it all about you that day.
we'll bring flowers. We'll bring flowers next time.
Who are we? The Jack Tasty Band.
JackTasty.com. Come see us right there. That'll get you everything you need to be. JackTasty.com.
And
That's
your
it.
and your next gig?
Next gig is June 9th at Rack Daddy's, and then we got House of Blues lined up. We got a benefit coming up. We got
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July coming up. We're booking stuff everywhere.
You posted it all to your Facebook?
Yes, sir. Everything goes through that. Facebook will get you there.
Do you need somebody to open for you for beer and food?
Oh my God, you're
I'll open for you.
dude, you're too close to the mic, like you're gonna
Easy,
suck
baby,
it, and eat
easy.
it.
I can't hear though. I can't.
Give him some nuts so he'll.
You want some nuts?
Snack.
Okay, just.
Let me see if it works for me.
Well, I was gonna ask you, Matt, when are you playing next? Are you playing anywhere?
No, because I don't really have a band yet. I've been doing just open mic nights.
Okay.
And so I'm working on. I recorded 3 songs. Patrick Smith, a phenomenal bass player here in Deep
Yep.
Ellum, played bass on it. Harrison Edwards actually was the engineer producer, and he's actually at NRG Studios. He's a 23-year-old kid, brilliant. He is. He's at NRG Studios as an engineer. He went to Nashville, went to school there. Was in the studios there. The studio that we recorded here was Valve, and it was actually the same board that Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones mixed the Bad album on. So this kid's really good. So, but yeah, I don't have a set band. I've got people that I want to use and to do. I've got about 10 songs I want to do that I'm hoping to put out by the
Do it.
summer. Yeah.
Just
All right,
do
Matt. All right, Matt.
Yeah.
Levi.
Go, man.
Levi.
it. Levi. Lou.
Yeah, might as well start doing. Yeah.
Lou. So you're in a band called Coilback,
Coilback. Yes, I am in a band called Coilback.
That was a commercial.
and are you
That's a
playing
commercial.
anywhere
We
recently?
We do have a show coming up in July. It is not officially announced yet. I am talking boldly so I can talk over everybody.
Yeah, I muted their mics, and you can still hear them.
I know.
Oh no.
So I'm using my newscaster voice. So we'll be playing in July 26th at the Rail in Fort Worth, but I cannot tell you what gig that is yet because it has not been officially announced. But clue to fans from before we played it last year, so it shouldn't be hard to figure out.
Awesome. I wanted to once again thank all of our people that are tuning in and supporting our show. And John Dixon, Joey Henson, Roland, Kris, Zach. He was actually here before. He was with Heath on the Shadows. John Dees, my roommate, Lachey. Clean your room, girl.
Damn, way to call her out like that.
But I love you.
Clean it.
Clean it real good. Well, I'll bring this band over to my house, and maybe you could shake some ass and clean the room at the same time. One of my favorite people in the world, Drew. He came on, and Sharon. I think I had a list of other people, and I wrote some stuff down.
I'd like to thank all the people that made this
Darren, Tony, Scott, Mark, and Bill. Thank you for all tuning in.
Jack Daniels,
No, not Jack Daniels.
Jim Beam.
Share our page. It's Friday with Kris. And a
Tasty.
bit of Kristen advice. Would you shut up before I stick some super glue on your lips?
No more drummers. They have to leave all their sticks at the door.
God.
Sticks at the door.
Here's my advice. Here's my advice. Be a listener. Be an inspiration. And be kind. So we're going to leave it.
And shut the fuck up.
We are going to
Before you put you in
leave
the
that
hole.
on that note. We are going to end with one of Lou's songs. What is that? Is that the wolf call?
That's the intro to my song.
Yeah, like that's like the starting of a race or something, right?
I don't know. But by the way, I got a bird.
You got a bird?
And I have to think of a name. I think
I
it's
brought two.
I think it's a male.
What kind?
It's a cockatiel, so it does talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got to figure out a cool name for that.
Yeah, we do. Because I just say, hello, pretty bird.
Yeah.
Hello. And it says, hello, pretty bird. And then it does that.
So we had
I can't whistle
we
worth
had
a shit.
parakeets years ago, Jansen and I, and we had a male and a female.
Eyes on Cat. She's talking. No distractions, please. Thank you.
Guitar's
Thank
cool
you.
though.
Chillin'.
I can dig with the guitar.
'Kay.
Anyways,
Give her an
you remember the Family Guy episode? The bird is the word.
The bird is the word is the word is the
Yeah.
bird. Yeah. Bird.
Mow, mow,
Mow, mow, mow.
Yeah, yeah. We named our bird after the word. So
what
his
did your name is?
Word. Literally,
Word.
his name was Word.
Okay.
Literally,
Did you
and then the female, her name was Avy.
Avian word.
Yeah, because Avy, like Avy bird. Get it?
Oh, it's a Latin joke. Ah, okay.
Oh,
Say it again, we didn't hear you.
That's like AV.
We couldn't hear you over the
I
drummer.
know. Oh, I know. I wish we could hear Michael over here, but yes, he's taking digs at me.
So this is the deal, guys. The Jag Tasty band will obviously have to come when they're by themselves and no other bands, so we can focus on them, and then they can overtake the mics as long as they don't run into each other and sound like a muted mess.
Or break tripods.
Good luck with
Or,
that.
you know.
Exactly.
Off the stage, yo.
We're going to have Lou
not
come back
official.
and co-host again anytime, and we want to hear more about Lou because Lou really didn't talk. He was very quiet today. Lou was more of a
I
hermit.
just try to go in when I can, find my
He
openings.
tried to jump in, but he's
and
like,
just
everybody was talking, and I didn't even have a chance.
it's drummers. I'm telling you, I
And
have
then-
to work with one.
Matt, you're more than welcome to come anytime
Cannot
and
thank
show us
you.
some of that. Just
Yes. Isn't that lovely? That's Jamie. Jamie, you know what? Have you ever had Tin Man on here? Tin Man Travis? Yeah, we have to get him on.
yeah, hook up Tin Man,
Tin Man.
with my Fridays
I
with
will.
Kris, and we'll have him on here.
I will. And Jamie Vahala. Jamie Vahala is a great songwriter. Uncle Bradley, shout out to him, man. He's a phenomenal harmonica player. There's just that's a good group of people. Drew, you're my boy, Drew. You know Drew. I mean, I haven't seen him in a minute because I've been out this way. But Drew was a big help to me as well. And providing the
Drew. He's
stage,
one of my
adding Tees, Spartan Grill in Louisville.
He's one of my favorites. Michael
And also the free man.
Michael Anderson just came on, and Marcus. So shout out to them.
All right.
If you guys need solar panels, Paul the Solar Guy, he's your dude. www.solutionsforsolar.com. His phone number is 469-304-3444. And then if you want an amazing hairdresser, well, I have Lachey, and she lives with me, and she's really, really good. If you want wigs and weaves and, some basic male cuts, because she's still working on her stuff, so you can contact me for her.
As long as she cleans
But
her room.
I have a color specialist with it's Donna Sparkman. And she is at, what is it, Delon Love Your Looks.
Sure.
DeLong.
And she was supposed to send me her info, which she didn't. So, Donna, I'm going to smack that ass.
Bam.
So that I
Whoa.
can.
Smack that ass.
Yeah. She actually colored my hair, and we are repairing it. She did a repair on my hair. And we're just going to let this mess grow until it comes to some mermaid stuff. And then we're going to work on Kristen and work out. So, CD, if you're on, you have to help me work out.
And cook more Italian
I can help
food.
you work out.
Because he actually
No,
works.
man,
I mean,
good
like
workout
he's like I'm not going to say he's a weightlifter, but he is pretty built. And he said that like people like me that are my size, he's seen miracles happen, with the bodies, pretty much.
Did he see those words? Because that's kind of mean.
Well, he didn't say miracle. That's probably
miracles
my-
can happen, man.
I'm
you
thinking
know?
to myself, well, it'll be a miracle to like wipe this fat off. But seriously, I've gained probably 20 pounds in the last 4 months, I think, because I quit taking that medicine. That Ventramine is terrible, and I don't want to take it anymore. So I'm just going to have to say, Lachey, when I feel like I want to pull my hair out with your kids and you, I just have to stay away from the sweets.
And don't pull your hair out, it won't
And I'm
grow.
not eating past 6 o'clock anymore. So your kids' foods are in the oven, and I am eating before 6.
You still look pretty. What are you talking about, a girl your size? Not every guy likes the 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. Come on. Yeah, screw
Chris,
that.
Chris.
You look beautiful.
Kill the last bit of the Jack Tasty Holy Juice.
Well, I'm going to have to pass on this because this is like everybody's backwash.
It's
but
not quite
thank
that
you.
bad.
You're pretty,
But
Kristen.
thank you.
It's all fun and games
Thank
till you get hurt.
I'm just
Yeah,
feeling
don't
very
go-
unattractive
Well, you
and
shouldn't. You
puffy
should
and
not.
fluffy. And you know what? But I'm going to still
I
love
like
my
puffy and
heart,
fluffy.
and I'm going to still love my soul because I know that I'm one badass chick. And I'm going to still rock on, and I'm going to work on these.
Wait,
and
I
if
saw
you're
this done
unhappy
in-
with yourself, you fix it. Hang on a second. I'm talking.
I saw this in the Orient.
He's not going to stop, is he?
No, he
I think they were
doesn't
using
ever
a
stop.
wok at that time. I don't think
Trying to
it was
are you
hair.
trying to toss the hair?
Okay, you got me.
Stir fry do.
Carrie Johnson, matter of fact, she's lost a lot of weight, and I'm going to say kudos to her because she looks freaking great. You look awesome and beautiful, Carrie. I went to school with her. Keep on doing what you're doing, baby. Are you PMSing? What, do I look that fat?
Wow.
She asked if I was PMSing. No, that was like last week.
Happy Mother's Day coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
All the
Speaking of
moms out there,
PMSing.
rock on, moms.
Yo, mother!
Thank you. So we're going to end off on that. And
to your
I
mama.
want to thank everybody who tuned in. Thank you guys for coming. You're more than welcome to come back on.
Thank you.
And Lou, come co-host with me. So
Cool. Hug your mama. Go hug your mama.
I know I have to go see my mama this weekend.
Yeah, get some good
She
home
has
cooking.
to be nice to me.
Steve,
though.
make sure Mom sees this.
Yep. Hug somebody's mama.
If you can't hug your mama, find somebody else's.
That sounds fun. Love the one you're with.
Does anybody
Cat
want to
told
give
me
a
to hug
shout out?
somebody's mama.
Kat, you have your Cat's Corner. I want you to go
Yeah.
ahead and give your Instagram, and you do your little dream catchers.
I do. I custom make dream catchers and crystal necklaces and walking sticks. We're going to be doing an event not this weekend, but next weekend. I'll have all the details on that. It might be like the Bishop Arts Fest or Deep Ellum Market, but I'll definitely have all the info on that. Facebook page is Cat's Corner Online, Instagram Cat's Corner Online, and Etsy is Cat's Corner Online. So check it out.
Consistency is key there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it with a C or a K though?
Hey, big shout out to Bill Lindley.
Oh,
Bill
that is
Lindley.
important.
He supports
good
us.
question.
He takes care of us very well. Bill Lindley. He showed up today, man. He didn't get on camera, but Bill Lindley's been here to cover everything we do. Big props to him. Thank you, Bill.
So
Yeah,
is it-
he took some pictures,
is it
and
Cat's
I'm
Corner with a C
I hope
or
he
a
made me
K?
look
Wild
skinny.
Bill.
Cat's Corner with a C.
With a C.
Yes.
All right.
Did you say
Lou,
walking
is there
sticks,
anybody
too?
you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just basically all the guys in my band that are too lazy to ever come out and promote anything.
Can you go ahead and say their names?
Fernando Salas on guitar, Chris Carnage on drums, and Andrew Jensen on bass. And then me, I am rhythm guitar and lead. You can find us at coilback.com, Coilback on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub, I think. I don't know.
Ooh,
That's not the drummer's real name. Come on now.
Tinder.
no.
Yes, Fernando on guitar.
So there was the Bill that they did a shout out, but Bill exited the building.
Wild Bill. Woo. Yeah, brother.
Only sober one in the room.
That would imply that Cat's been drinking.
Matt is or
Yeah.
Levi. Your name's
You
Matt
can call
to
me
me.
Matt.
I'm
You can
gonna
do that.
call you
Just
Maddie.
say
I'm
that.
gonna call you Maddie because it's so
You
cute.
can call me whatever you want.
Okay. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Well, first I'd like to thank again Tin Man, because I think he kind of took me under his wing, kind of showed me some of the ropes. Scotty Isaacs for always giving a place for live music down in Deep Ellum. He does a open mic night at Adair's now. Freeman, Adair's, because the Freeman has tons of music and they cater to originals. So I would say the GOAT as well. All the people at the GOAT, that's kind of my family. So yeah, I would say Tin, Drew, Scotty, Nick Snyder, Patrick Smith, just all the guys that are down there in Deep Ellum. Tuda's Pizza that has open mic nights, and O'Reilly's, and Nick Snyder, and just all Ryan Berg. Ryan Berg probably I say he's going to win a Grammy. Ryan Berg and the Velveteers, and that's Nick Snyder and Patrick that are backing him with I think Nathan on drums. And so there's just a really good group of guys out here that go through that the GOAT, the Freeman, Adair's, Louie's, and Sons of Herman. Sons of Herman and
Oh,
Bradley
Sons
and
of
Uncle
Herman
Bradley,
Hall, yeah.
Uncle Bradley, Jamie, Coach. So yeah, there's a handful of guys. There's a handful of guys I'm really appreciative of
The party barn.
that have given me a platform, if you will. So yeah,
Okay. And Kat, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to thank Jesus.
Like your man?
Yeah, I was just about to say the person who keeps me going.
Can I give my phone number out too, just in case he wants to call me?
Scott. Oh, that's the person that
girls wanna
keeps me
call
going.
I think
So go ahead and do
he
your
wants his
shout-out.
mic on real quick so he can give a little shout out there. So
It's on.
take him out of the
on?
corner.
Yeah.
I want to thank 4 people: Tammy, JoJo, Monica, and Mary, and they know who they are.
Aw. Shout out to all
Very
these
cool.
people.
Good props, though. Good props.
All right, Michael, do you want to give a shout out?
I want to give a shout out to my cat, Pebbles and Kizzy. I love you, you little fur
You
balls.
got 2 of them now?
Don't shit on my pillow again.
Kat, who did you wanted to give a shout out?
Yeah, to my Jedi, my Jedi Jansen. I love you. Shout out.
Okay.
We hold each other up through these hard times.
And you know what? The stronger together forever. There we go.
Forever.
I want to give one last shout out to his cats as well.
Yeah, to the
So,
cats.
yeah.
I had a cat, and thanks to the roommate, she lost my cat. and I'm still trying to get over that. So maybe we should do a GoFundMe so I can get myself a Scottish fold. Those things are like $800.
Maybe I need a shot of.
If anybody knows like who's selling some Scottish folds, I will drive, anywhere within 4 hours. But I want a Scottish fold. That's my next cat. Go pull
I got
pull
some
it up.
backyard cats. They're for sale.
Yeah, I can put a cat in a kilt for you
I'll
if
bring
you
them to
want.
you.
Okay.
At the party barn?
We are out of time. So let's go ahead and wrap this up.
That's where Jack Tasty practices.
Yep.
Thank you, Jack Tasty. All right. We are going to sign off. Everybody have a great weekend. Remember, be kind, be an inspiration, be more of a listener.
Mother's Day.
Be a good person.
And love your mama.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all those mamas out there.
Memorial Day, right around the corner.
There's a new one for you. It's called Pigeon Show.
You're watching Fridays with Kris.